Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
You got a suit? Then suit up.
You look so tired. There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Wake up! It's pretzel day!
Good morning, Krusty Crew!
Are you ready to go crazy?
I like waking up to the smell of bacon. Sue me.
Live from the campus of Liberty University, it's time for the Get Up and Go Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the Get Up and Go Show. March 26th. This month is almost over.
It's flying by.
That is
really fast.
Pretty crazy. My name is Amy G, joined by Garrett Samadell.
Yes.
Tried for the last name this week for the first time in like
Hey, you
2
got
weeks.
it, though. You got it. That's what counts.
Last name's hard. Exactly. Garrett, I want to know how your weekend was.
My weekend.
I've heard nothing about it.
That's probably because it wasn't very eventful. It was full of a lot of sleeping, a lot of reflection.
As weekends should be.
Yeah, pretty boring. How about yourself?
It was pretty good. I brought my dog into the studio
Yes.
on Saturday.
That was this
was
weekend.
the highlight of my weekend. A couple people were asking to meet him. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring him into the sports show, as I made sure I was the first one there, and I put Tyke right by the door. And every time someone would walk in for the sports
just be a
show,
dog.
they would jump and be like, why is there a dog in here? And I was like, why is there not a dog in here?
Yeah, why is there not a dog in there?
Exactly.
See, and unbeknownst to you, you brought it on National Puppy Day, I want to say, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was National Puppy Day.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Man, Tyke, because Amy always talks about Tyke on the show, and I didn't know
true.
what to expect. And then I came in, and he was just sitting there wrapped in this blanket, and he was barking at me, and he hated me. He hated my guts. She had to go on for something sports related.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, and she puts Tyke on my lap, and Tyke and I were both so uncomfortable to be in the situation. We were both tolerating it, but at the end, I think it turned out okay. I just think Tyke hates me. I think he's pretty cute.
He avoided pretty much everyone though, so it wasn't just you. He wasn't being selective.
He was selective with a couple people walking by the window. He didn't bark at
That's
everybody.
true.
He just barked at
He
like
would
the
look out
blondes
there.
or something.
Yeah, I don't know what those people had in common, but some of them he'd bark at and some of them he wouldn't. So I don't know if my dog knows something that I don't. I don't know if he's wiser than I think he is, but I think he provided a lot of insight. And opinion to the sports show. You could hear him snoring in the background,
just giving his input.
Yeah,
Good
we were
input,
trying
Tyke.
to play Jeopardy, and he was like jumping up on my lap and whimpering, and I was like, "Tyke, are you trying to answer these questions?"
He knew the answer.
They didn't do too well in Sports Jeopardy this week, so maybe
Yeah, Tyke. He was just upset.
Tyke
he wanted
probably
to
should have
give
been
him
reign champion.
Yeah, he wanted to give them, go for the assist. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Liberty Sports was really big this week.
yes, so I've heard.
Liberty basketball made it to March Madness, the big dance, which is really, really big. And you actually watched,
watched
a sports
a whole game.
A whole sports game. And you said, I think you said you didn't understand what it's like to feel like really intense,
Yeah,
like
okay,
a game
so-
and really involved.
Right. So previously, when I watched sports, it has never been like my heart is pounding. It's just been like
a nail biter.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
on the edge of your seat.
exactly. It's always been like
That's
watching paint dry for
game
me.
I'm watching, so
It's
I
usually like-
can't understand the luxury of looking at a television and watching sports and being like, "Wow, this doesn't stress me out."
No, it's more like watching paint dry. Usually, I'm like, wow, this is exciting. Sarcasm, but. This particular game, it had me. I was like, everyone on the floor below us was like screaming. And you could tell,
I can imagine just being on campus. It would have been wild.
It was crazy in the Vine Center. There was a bunch of because they broadcast the game on the big screens, and everyone just congregates in like the middle.
Did you go for the second game? to the
No,
Vine
I didn't go
Center?
to the second game.
Okay.
I'm not gonna impress that much. I just gotta tone it back a little bit after the first game.
Right.
Anyways, I was enjoying it so much. It was actually really exciting, especially with everyone freaking out downstairs. And after we won, everyone started from different floors were just like flooding in, screaming we won, and then running out again from the elevators. It was a really cool time. I will say it's got a cool atmosphere. Maybe in the future we'll try it again. No promises.
Next year. They'll be back in the tournament next year.
Yes.
So you're going to have to go through it at least one more time.
One more time.
But yeah, I can't even imagine what campus must have been like. I was like, I don't know if I'll be brave enough to go on campus. I'll just watch it with my dad at home. But yeah, it's really rare around this area that people get like really excited about sports. Like
really?
just being from Florida and then where all my family lives in Philly, like everyone gets excited
Yeah.
about sports and like all sports, and that's all it is. And like you could mention it on the street and you gain 200 friends, but around here, like it's cool to see everyone like rally behind the sports, even if they're just wanting a day off class, because we would have gotten Monday off.
Yeah,
if we
that's
won
what I'm
that
told. If
game
we won that game-
against Tech on Sunday,
That would have been so cool.
we would have gotten yesterday off.
Dang
which
it.
is sad.
That's a good point.
But
I should really get into sports now.
once football comes back, if we win against Syracuse the first week, we'll probably get a week off because that'll be
A
so
week off,
huge.
yeah, that would be amazing.
So got to be rooting for a win there.
For sure. That would definitely be something
Definitely.
I'll be looking
I'm
forward
so
to.
proud. You and Rachel both watched that game.
Yeah,
I
what-
feel like I've
Well,
influenced
she texted.
this.
Yeah, well, she texted us, and she was like, she texted the group chat, and she was saying, what did she say? Are you guys watching the game? And I was like, actually, I am. I was like, whoa, this is a little weird. And you were like, this is so stressful, and I was like, I
I was
relate.
biting my nails. My nails
was-
are pretty bad today because of that game.
It was so intense.
A lot of stress. I think I lost a couple years of my life because of that game.
Because that game-
Because of Liberty basketball.
Maybe-
But it was worth it because
Yeah.
it was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was.
I mean, I don't know a
Definitely.
bad game, but it was a good game.
A bad game is 80-20.
Okay.
That's a bad game, and it was not 80-20.
No.
So not a blowout. It was a good game. All right, guys, this is Garden by United Pursuit. All right, guys, welcome back in. So as Garrett does origami over here,
Yes.
in
My
between
origami.
breaks, you have a collection of origami parrots over
That's
here.
the only thing I know how to do. I have this attempt at a paper airplane parrot. I have to make some sort of functional flying parrot at some point.
Functional flying parrot.
Yeah.
With paper. Out
With
of paper.
Out of paper, yes.
That's quite the goal.
Yeah,
It's quite the
it's a good goal in
aspiration.
life.
I definitely believe in you.
Thanks.
You should make one of those ninja stars. Those were cool.
Yeah, you have to
from-
show me
from
how
middle
because
school.
I can get this parrot down.
I might remember next break. So you brought up brackets
Brackets, yes.
over the break. So we're gonna talk about brackets for
Oh,
a little
boy.
bit. I love making brackets. This is like one of my favorite times of the year. I like the first round because I get most of them, and then after
There you
that, it kind of goes downhill. Our bracket group, though, there's about 25 people in this group. I think it has the most variety of winners I've ever seen. We have, of course, the Dukes, the Virginias, the North Carolinas, but there's Tech, there's Michigan, there's Maryland. I'm not sure what the thinking was there with picking Maryland. There's Florida, not sure what that picking was either. There was Liberty, which I think was just more of a fun bracket. There's Texas Tech. Not really sure why Texas Tech was picked, and then someone didn't pick a finals winner, so they just kind of stopped. I guess
Oh,
the
for real?
bracket was too much for them. They started it and then just stopped. So they're predicting no winner, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is probably a better bet than the winner I picked, which was Michigan State.
Really?
But Garrett, your bracket is
Not
fifth
doing
from the bottom.
Not doing so hot.
You're beating out my mom and a couple of my female
So
friends.
I'm not a complete failure in this.
No. You have 860 remaining points possible, which isn't too bad.
And they will be mine soon.
Maybe.
right? Maybe.
You need Ohio State to win out if they haven't already lost.
Yeah, we have to check up on that.
No,
and see if-
Ohio State already lost. They lost in the last round.
So
Wait. Yeah, they lost to Houston in the round of 32. Pretty badly.
well,
Not
that's
very
all right.
close. My bracket,
Better
I
luck
was
next
I
year.
was in first. I was beating my brother, and that's where I place all my self-esteem, is if I beat my brother in the
Yeah,
bracket
right.
for the rest of the year. That's all that matters. And he's winning right now, and I've jumped all the way down, jumped all the way down to fifth, which is
not bad.
pretty tragic.
when you're like fifth from the bottom or whatever I am. So
Yeah, you're fifth from the bottom. Someone picked Virginia Tech that's above me, though, so I think gradually some of these ridiculous winners
gonna
will end
start
up
to-
falling, like the Maryland winners.
right.
I have a thing for 12 seeds, though. I picked them way too far, which was my problem. I
Just
picked
bad luck.
Liberty farther than I should have, Murray State farther than I should have.
Where'd you take Liberty to?
Liberty, I had beating Tech and then losing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I felt bad. I felt
Yeah,
bad
felt
kicking
bad.
them out. So I was like, oh, I should
fun.
probably keep them in. Rachel took her bracket with her, so I kind of forgot what hers was.
How did she take her bracket with her?
I don't know. She left her
Like, did
candy
she-
bracket and took her sports one. I think she misunderstood me. I told her to leave her sports
I think I
one.
might have taken my candy bracket and left the sports one. Like,
You should have taken your candy bracket
Yeah,
and
that's
thrown
what
it
I'm saying.
away.
why?
Both of you.
Oh no, that's you're not getting into that. But
I brought my candy bracket home to my family, and we had Saturday over dinner. We had a really big discussion.
over.
It was more of a debate, actually.
What did y'all come down to? Like,
My dad picked Reese's as the final. Most people in my family picked Reese's, which I was okay with. But the main debate was the Almond Joys and the Mounds. If coconut deserves to be in candy. And
Okay,
my
Mounds-
mom loves coconut. She loves the Almond Joys, but the rest of us are just kind of, nah, we don't really like it.
It's
so
good.
it's a huge
It's
debate
good.
if coconut deserves to be in candy.
it does. It really does. That's
I
I mean,
have different opinions.
okay, because Mounds is literally. I think you can get Mounds in dark chocolate. Is that right?
is
is Mounds dark chocolate?
Probably. I
And
think the
Almond Joy
Mounds
also has a
wrapper is
big
red.
almond in it, like a singular
Oh,
almond. Have you ever
sure.
even had Almond Joy?
Once and
Or are
never
you-
again.
You're just
no,
like,
no. I've had it. I've eaten an Almond Joy. I'm not going to judge the candy until I've actually had it. Raisinets I've never had, but we can judge that.
Yeah, we can
because
judge
raisins
those.
and chocolate, just that's not a candy.
Think of like eating a grape in chocolate, but without all
Ugh.
the moisture, and you have that's exactly what a raisin is, and that is what it is.
It is a dried grape.
It's awful.
It's pretty bad.
We can judge that.
Yeah, no, Raisinets are not a candy. That was one
Was
thing
that was
we could-
unanimous that
Yes,
you all agreed on?
Definitely unanimous.
Gotcha.
That's a like you have to sleep outside kind of thing. If Raisinets are not candy.
No.
That was a
They're
disaster.
weird old people.
We're gonna do more brackets throughout the week. We're gonna do a bracket on Thursday,
Of?
which is hidden. It's secret.
Oh, this is the secret.
Yeah, this is the secret. It's a bracket. There's the hint.
But Rachel got to know.
No, she doesn't get to know it. She doesn't know either.
She doesn't
I
know
didn't
what it
tell
is?
her. I decided not to tell either of you because curiosity killed the cat. But sometimes curiosity's not that bad. So there's some suspense there.
Speaking of cats, we did some research over the break and found I could have sworn there was an Aladdin out there somewhere where there was a cat in the sky and there was also a serpent somewhere and this is all tied into Aladdin. And turns out Aladdin had its own TV series apparently
It did. Interesting.
I like with 2 seasons and like 15 episodes, and lo and behold, there was a cat in the sky, and Jasmine
cat
turned
in the
into a
sky.
serpent. So, I don't know what Disney
Wow.
was thinking. It was very strange.
These spin-offs are getting out of hand.
Okay, I hate on Netflix or something. They have like Puss in Boots and like all these other weird spin-offs of like Disney movies and stuff. It's awful. I don't even think Puss in Boots is Disney. I think that's like DreamWorks or something, but
Yeah, it is DreamWorks.
oh well.
Yeah, I think there's 3 Hunchback of Notre Dames, which I didn't know. I love the
Really?
first
Wait,
one.
what?
I would never watch the others. There's another Little Mermaid. There's another Mulan.
I know that. Isn't that?
There might be 3 Little Mermaids. I'm not really sure. And there's an infinite amount of Aladdins now.
Yeah, apparently. I did know there was a second Little Mermaid, and it was her daughter. It's always the kid.
It's
like
always the kid
it's like,
every time. It's so unoriginal.
Man. Yeah. So, Disney, if you're listening, please stop making sequels.
Lion King 2 wasn't bad though. I'll let them have that one.
I haven't seen it.
That
so.
was pretty good. There was also a Lion King 1.5 where it was Pumbaa and Timon just commentating.
That's
like
funny.
they were watching the movie in a theater and
That's
they
such a good
commentated the
idea.
whole thing. And then it gave you a little bit of like the scenes that Pumbaa and Timon were in and what they were doing. And it was actually kind of neat. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That is something I would want to
It
see.
was like a dissected movie.
Dissected
It was a
movie.
little bit cheesy, but it worked. It
Yeah.
worked. It worked. But yeah, March Madness will continue on the Get Up and Go show because I really like
March
filling up the
Madness.
brackets and debating it.
I'm really curious as to what exactly this next bracket is going to be. Like, we've had candy, we've had regular brackets, and we've had
Right.
Disney movies.
This one
What
is
else is there in life?
a lot of things. This one's a little bit unexpected.
Unexpected.
You're not going to expect it at all. You guys are going to be like, wow. She's really that insane, but
Oh, wow.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Okay.
It's gonna get very intense. Everyone's gonna have different opinions. It'll be good.
I'm
But
looking forward to
That's
it.
on Thursday. This is Inside Out by Bon Ray. All right, guys, welcome back in. So March 26th, I think we mentioned earlier, it's flying by fast.
Very fast.
This is crazy. My family already ran out of data, so
Oh, that's the worst. When do you refresh?
tonight at midnight.
Oh, lucky.
So not too long to wait, but still, I was like, how do we already run out of data? It feels like the cycle just started again. But so days of the day: National American Diabetes Association Alert Day. So that's
a lot of words.
A mouthful. This is a one-day wake-up call to inform the American public about the seriousness of diabetes and encourages all to take the diabetes risk test and learn about your family's history of diabetes.
That makes sense. I actually have a couple friends who have diabetes, so yeah. I feel like they could have simplified the name of that, maybe.
Yeah, just National Diabetes Awareness Day.
Yeah. What was it?
American Diabetes Association Alert Day. Only for Americans, though.
Yeah, no, only Americans.
No European Diabetes
No,
Alert Day.
not allowed.
That's probably a separate day.
Yeah.
They should just all combine.
Well, I mean, it is National Days of the Day if you think about it.
Oh, that's true.
Then why would
So
they have to
technically
clarify
everything's
American? Yeah.
Unless it's a foundation or something.
Yeah, I think
have
it
no
is.
idea. I was on the opposite side of the spectrum in middle school. I used to have low blood sugar. And for whatever reason, it would cause me not to be able to breathe very well.
Oh, no.
So I would go to the nurse's office and they'd just give me a spoonful of peanut butter and be like, okay, you're good. I was like,
Am I?
you telling me something wrong with me can be fixed with a spoonful of peanut butter? Like, I didn't believe it, but it always worked. And I was like, oh, this is kind of nice.
So
Carry a jar
then-
of peanut butter around everywhere.
No, I forget. Was it you that is really into peanut butter? Is it not you?
No, that's not me. I feel like this happens a lot.
This does.
I like peanut
I
butter.
know a lot of weird-
But my best friend in middle school and high school and basically just growing up was deathly allergic to peanut butter. So
Who is
Yeah.
that? What was the story when you
I
gave
accidentally gave her peanut butter.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I think that was you were
Have
telling
I
me.
brought this up? I'm very surprised that I brought this up because I do not like telling the story, but I will share
I think
it
we're
because
just
you brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we always have bagels at our house. We all love bagels and cream cheese. And so I'm really, really weird. On half of the bagel, I like cream cheese. On the other half, I like peanut butter.
Oh.
I don't
wow.
put it together.
Okay, you don't put it together.
I just eat it separately. I just like peanut butter and cream cheese on bagels.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
I just use half the bagel for cream cheese, half for peanut butter. And so a lot of the times, I use the same knife for it because I'm pretty much the only one that would eat it. Like, everyone likes bagels, but I was really the only one that put the cream cheese and the peanut butter on it. And so there was a little bit of peanut butter mixed in with the cream cheese. And
Oh,
I
you
gave
almost
her a
oh
cream
no.
cheese bagel, and then I was like, wait.
Stop
I used peanut
right
butter
there.
at the same time that I used
Wait,
that.
did she already eat it?
And yes, she did. She'd already eaten it, and she was like, she had just taken a bite out of it, and our floors are wooden, so I ran and slid over to the couch, and I smacked the bagel out of her hand as she was trying to eat it, and she gave me this look, and I was like, we need to go to your house, because she'd left her EpiPen at
no.
home.
Wow, what a
and
day to leave that at home.
I know. And there's something you take with the EpiPen. It's like a liquid medicine. You take that before you inject the EpiPen in. So she took that just in case, but we didn't actually have to use the EpiPen. But she was fine. And I was like, are you sure you're allergic to peanut butter?
Somebody just
Because
Could you
I
imagine
just
somebody
gave you peanut butter and she didn't react. And I was like, maybe you're cured, I guess. I don't know.
You
but
could
no,
be
she's still really badly allergic.
You know, it's like, could you imagine somebody just makes you a bagel, you sit down on their couch, and then you just hear of just sliding on the hardwood floor,
never
and then
offered anyone a bagel again. Never again. Never,
I could probably imagine why.
But yeah, sometimes peanut butter helps your low blood sugar. Sometimes it makes you look like a terrible friend, or both at the same time.
I'm highly allergic to oranges and stuff. So if they're even close to me, they make me
Okay, you're making fun of me because I have 7 oranges. I love oranges. It's a bad obsession.
I see. If I didn't already tell you that I wasn't allergic to anything Probably
Yeah.
even today, I probably already said that. And it would have worked.
That's
but
a good point. It's also National Purple Day, and this
It's
isn't
purple?
This isn't the color purple.
Oh, okay.
This
I get it.
is,
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a little sub name. It's Epilepsy Awareness Day, but it's called Purple Day because a lot of the different like cancers and stuff like that have color associations.
Really?
So this day has been known as Purple Day as people are encouraged to wear the color to increase awareness of epilepsy. I think pediatric cancer is also the color purple. They do that one day a year in hockey. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 50 million people around the world live with epilepsy. While it is not contagious, and in many cases there is no known cause for the situation, sometimes the reason is due to disease or injury such as stroke or infection. It is treatable, but it can be confusing, especially for children in some parts of the world. Treatment may be difficult to get. I've never known anyone with epilepsy, but my mom likes watching the mystery ER shows, and there was one on here like that, and ever since I've been like terrified.
Mystery ER as in like house or like. Am I thinking of the right thing?
No, like they have something wrong with them, and then they go to the ER a bunch of times, and they can't figure it out.
Is it actually
And
called
it's-
Mystery ER?
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Mystery.
Gotcha.
There's so many of the medicine.
Yeah, and so that's how
mystery
you
shows.
know epilepsy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
the first time I heard of it. I was like, oh wow, that's terrible. So yeah, 50 million people around the world live with that. That
is a lot of.
That's a lot more than I thought. But yeah, good to spread awareness. Good to spread awareness for this. I'm not wearing purple today. I think this is maroon.
I pretty much have every other color. I pretty much have every other color but like purple on.
But purple. Maybe we'll move Purple Day to Thursday, and we'll all
Yeah,
wear
we'll all
purple
wear
on the
purple.
morning show that day. It's also National Spinach Day.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What spinach? What is that?
A spinach takes too much heat.
No, I
think.
still
It's
can't
not
hear you.
that
I don't.
bad.
I just choose not to pay any attention
Kale
or give
should
it
get
any.
all the hate, and spinach should get none of it. Spinach isn't that bad.
Spinach is not great. It's not great. I mean, like, what do you do with it?
You put it on pizza as a topping.
Pizza,
Yes.
pizza, and
Put
spinach.
it in
spinach pizza.
pastas, salads,
Pas-
sandwiches.
That's debatable. I don't know. I don't know if I could live with that.
Really?
Like maybe some pastas, but that's about it. They don't go anywhere else. Kale doesn't go anywhere. There are
Besides the trash can.
there's kale chips. Like, you ever had like the cheesy like kale chips? It's really
No.
weird.
No.
Awful.
It's healthy, but it's at what cost?
Yeah. Do you like seaweed?
No.
Me neither.
No. No
It's
wasabi,
terrible.
no seaweed.
No wasabi?
No.
What's wrong with wait? What is wasabi made out of?
Wasabi. It's like a plant. It's green. It's really terrible.
Oh.
My international student friends in high school used to spread it on like crackers and everything. And it was
Oh, I thought you said on your
terrible.
crackers.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
that's
they're
like
crackers.
really
they
like
offered
mean.
me one time and I ate it, and it's terrible.
And you never tried it again?
No, never. I will never try
It's
it
really
again.
hot. It's very, very hot.
Yeah. I like spicy food, but it was
Too
not
much.
flavorful at all. I didn't like it.
Flavorful.
But Popeye would be upset that you don't like spinach.
Yeah,
I
he would
think.
be.
He's kind of the spinach guy. Though I've never seen in the show or movie or whatever Popeye is, it's a can. The spinach comes in a
Yeah,
can.
I've never seen a
I've
canned
never seen
spinach.
canned spinach in the store.
Well, here's the thing. The next time I eat spinach and I turn into like Superman from doing it, or Popeye, then we'll talk. But until
Okay.
then, Popeye doesn't have anything on me. He has some weird allergic reaction to spinach that makes him really cool.
Eating healthy foods turn you into superheroes. Who knew?
Yep.
National Nougat Day.
Nougat.
Nougat. There we go. Traditionally, it's a candy made from sugar or honey, nuts, and egg white. Now it's a mixture of sucrose, corn syrup, and a whipping agent such as an egg white or soy.
That's pretty much like a good
So
analogy for our
basically,
society.
It started in Europe, and American made it more sugary, is basically what all that meant.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's like, is nougat like what's in like Twix and stuff?
It's in Three Musketeers, Mars bars, Snickers, Milky Way, Zero, Salted Nut Rolls, Reese's Fast Break, Reese's Whips, and Baby Ruths.
So pretty much every other candy,
Yeah.
except for the one I named.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
I
man.
think the Three Musketeers, that's all Three Musketeers is filled with, is just that whip.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not a huge fan of Three Musketeers. So.
It's okay. If there's no other component in there, like in the Milky Way, there's caramel, and then the Snickers. Snickers are better than all of these.
Yeah, Snickers are very good.
I don't know what Reese's Fast Break is or Reese's Whips.
I have no idea.
You don't need to touch the Reese's. The Reese's is iconic. It's great.
You don't need to mess with you don't need to mess with perfection.
No, exactly. Don't need to mess with perfection. Just like the Oreo, we don't need Oreo Thins. We
do need Oreo Thins.
We do need Oreo Thins.
Yeah, we might need Oreo Thins. We don't need different flavors though.
Yeah, okay. Well, the red velvet Oreos are terrible. Never eat the red velvet. Red berry also no. Berry Oreos no. Gotta leave perfection alone. All right, guys, this is My God by Tadashi. All right, guys, welcome back into the Get Up and Go show. So I am from Florida, as I've mentioned a lot on this show, actually, that I'm from Florida. And Florida, of course, is known as, besides the warm, sunny weather and the beaches, interesting crimes. Interesting news stories and headlines always come out of Florida. So Garrett, the other day, you were like, let's do a segment on really weird Florida crimes.
Yeah, because I came into the studio the other day, and I guess there was a trend on Twitter that you look up any specific day of the year and look up Florida man, and it'll come up with a crazy crime. So I think Amy here has prepared a couple of crazy Florida crimes.
They just make you scratch your head and wonder, like, why? Okay, I'm gonna try to make it through these without dying laughing. It's gonna be really hard. So this first headline is Florida man wrecks shop, blames caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
Wrecks shop and blames the caterpillar.
So I'll read the description. A Florida man was arrested for destroying a store that was under construction. He told police that he was Alice in Wonderland and that
he was Alice in Wonderland.
He was Alice in Wonderland and that a caterpillar ordered him to attack the site.
This is why you don't do drugs. Like, really.
So funny. Police said in a post on Facebook that the man is accused of breaking into a fenced area and using a forklift to cause more than $100,000 in damage. He faces grand theft felony and other charges. Witness called 911 and police went to the site. The police report says the man aimed the forklift toward officers. So, Alice in Wonderland, live action
film.
Starring. Well, I guess they did kind of make a live action Alice in Wonderland, just with her grown up.
It was amazing.
And it was a little bit dark because it was Tim Burton, but it wasn't bad. All right, next one. Man tries to break into car, arrested by deputies waiting inside. So he tried to steal a cop car.
Wait, hold on. Can you read that one more time?
Yes.
My brain was a little slow there.
Man tries to break into car, arrested by the deputies waiting inside.
He tried to steal a cop car. That's awesome.
So the night before, several homeowners caught a man on video as he tried to burglarize 7 vehicles. However, all the doors were locked and nothing was stolen. The next day, the man tried to burglarize an unmarked county sheriff's office vehicle. At the time, the vehicle was occupied by Strategic Targeted Area Response Team, who promptly arrested him.
So I feel like you have to, just how they word these headlines just make them so much better.
It's so true. These journalists, you have to know they're dying laughing back just writing these headlines.
Writing those. That's awesome. How unlucky do you have to be to pick the one car that has policemen in there?
Pretty unlucky. Pretty unlucky. Wow. Florida man climbs onto stranger's roof to howl. Deputies say. A family woke up to a man stomping on their roof. The sheriff's office says. When deputies arrived, they say the man claimed he was having a meeting with a wolf on the roof.
I say again, this is why you can't do drugs.
The family told deputies that they did not know the man and that he and his 3 sons woke up to the man howling, yelling, and walking down the road. 2 hours later, they woke up again after hearing the man on the roof of his home.
He was just having a meeting with the wolf.
It's Sounds like a Twilight thing or something.
Oh, for
like
real?
That.
Oh my gosh. I really want to go to Florida and
crazy.
just see like what just happened.
No, you don't want to go to Florida.
Yeah, maybe not.
Growing up, I guess I was too young to know about how wild Florida actually was,
Right.
but we never really heard about any of this stuff. So this stuff is not in Tampa Bay area.
No.
Not sure where all this went down. Probably northern Florida. Man charged after eating pancakes in roadway.
Oh, I think we looked at this
A
one.
man was charged in Lakeland after sitting in a chair and eating pancakes in the middle of the street. The police department received a call about a man sitting in the crosswalk. The caller said the man was sitting in a chair with a small TV table in front of him eating pancakes. The man was gone before officers arrived. In a follow-up, officers found the man and he was interviewed and admitted that he did it as a prank.
No, I believe it. It looked so placed. It's so awesome. If there's one crime I would get arrested for, it's that.
Eating pancakes in the middle of the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something involving pancakes. Pancakes are good.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. Eating in the middle of a street,
Not so good.
not so good. Definitely not. Suspected thieves target school's frozen chicken nuggets.
I could also be one of those.
At about 7 a.m., police officers responded to a call of a burglary in process after an employee of the school spotted the duo rifling through the cafeteria. When officers arrived, they allegedly caught the duo inside the cafeteria. Officers discovered the freezer doors in the kitchen had been pried open. Stacked on the table was more than 30 pounds of frozen chicken nuggets.
That's awesome.
A nugget heist.
Why didn't they? I want to know like the actual reason behind it. Like,
They were
what-
hungry. They wanted their nuggets.
Did they? You think it was for them? 30
guess.
pounds.
Who needs? I think. Does everyone need 30 pounds of chicken nuggets? Is that happiness?
That sounds like wow English. That sounds like happiness to me.
I want to know how many chicken nuggets is 30 pounds. You would think at least
A lot
200.
more than
How many
that.
Chick-fil-A party chicken nugget platters would that be?
I don't even know what that is. What a party platter is.
Wow.
What?
You
Okay.
must not been to a fun party. Like
I'm
like
from the land of
catering.
I come from the
Oh,
faraway
that's right.
Connecticut
You
where
guys
we
don't
have
really. You said it's like 45 minutes away.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
So-
I forget. I think it's like a platter of 100 chicken nuggets, and you can cater Chick-fil-A
Wow.
and
that's
a
actually
ton of
pretty cool.
nuggets at parties.
I'll have to check
We
that
used
out.
to bring it to soccer banquets and basketball banquets. We would cater Chick-fil-A. It was
It's
pretty
awesome.
fun. But yeah, chicken nugget heist. That sounds like a Florida
Yeah, that
thing
sounds
for
like a
sure.
fun thing to do.
This one's definitely sounds like Florida. Man steals life-size Justin Bieber cutout.
That sounds like Florida as well. I have a friend who's like really obsessed with. I mean, like
Still?
you don't know the meaning of obsessed. I mean, like
I guess not.
she's really into Justin Bieber.
Still, like even to this day.
Very like you haven't met
Interesting.
anybody who is into Justin Bieber as this girl I know.
I believe it. Most of that phase died out in middle school.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I'm so confused because it's like,
It's funny.
yeah. I'm sorry.
The description for this: Bieber fever must have really inflected a Florida man who was arrested over the
Florida
weekend.
man.
Florida man over the weekend for trying to steal life-size Justin Bieber cutout, police said. The man tried to run out of the store with the cardboard cutout of the teen heartthrob tucked under his arm and was chased down and tackled by an employee. An arrest report stated.
Okay, who's that dedicated to like working at Walmart where you will chase down somebody who stole the cardboard cutout?
Good question.
You have to save the Justin Bieber. Like what?
Maybe they were a former football player. And
Yeah, I
missed
would've
the
been
game
like-
a little bit, missed the
It was
intensity.
the intensity.
Saw their opportunity.
I would have been just like, well, there it
There
goes.
goes Bieber.
Yeah. I wouldn't be complaining. I mean, it would be out of there.
I
so.
don't even know what I would do if I saw a criminal take a Justin Bieber cutout and just run out of the store. I'd probably just laugh.
Sounds like pretty common occurrence in Florida, by the sound of it.
Oh man, it sounds like something that would be injustice.
Mm.
Do you know what justice is? Do you guys have those
What?
in Connecticut? Do you have justices? The
Oh,
store,
justices. I thought
like
you
in
said do
your
you have
mall?
justice in Connecticut? Like, do we have like like a judiciary system?
no,
And I was like,
store.
yes.
I
No.
would hope there would be a
No.
some sort of.
You're like, do you have
moral
justice
system.
in Connecticut? I was like, I think,
No, the store.
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay, it's like a middle school younger girl store. I feel like there would be a Justin Bieber cutout So maybe
Sure.
it was stolen from justice. Next one, it kind of applies to this time of year. Florida man calls 911 to check on his tax return.
That's something I would do because it takes so long.
911 for a
It's an
tax
emergency.
return?
I would, because you know how they have like those transcripts and stuff of
Right. Mm-hmm.
the call and stuff. I really want to see what that.
There was one about 2 weeks ago because the NFL trade deadline happened, and this one really good wide receiver was traded to a team in Cleveland, and there was a neighbor who called the cops on the other neighbor because they were yelling too loud about it in their house, and they thought something
Is that
like,
also in
terrible
Florida?
was happening. That was in Cleveland.
Oh, you just
So
said
that was in Ohio. Not in Florida, but it definitely sounds like a Florida thing.
What's the matter, you never heard of Cleveland,
the
Florida?
transcript or whatever for that. There probably is a Cleveland, Florida,
Yeah,
Cleveland,
It's
Virginia.
really, there's got to be a Cleveland everywhere.
Yeah. Not very original town names. Florida man turns himself in for murdering imaginary friend.
I do remember hearing about
Man
that.
says he and named friend Mr. Happy had grown very unhappy in their relationship. And
That sounds really.
Yeah.
That guy sounds very deranged. When you kill your friend, Mr. Happy, that is in your mind, like
it sounds like a horror film.
that does, Mr. Happy. That sounds awful.
Mr.
It sounds terrible.
Oh man, there's another 911. Florida man calls 911 80 times to demand Kool-Aid.
I want my what does that
Kool-Aid's not even
mean?
that good. If you're gonna demand a beverage or food, demand something better than Kool-Aid.
Like what?
Anything else other than Kool-Aid, Oreos, chocolate cake.
You just said a beverage.
Well, something
Have you ever had
edible.
Oreo beverage?
No.
Like what is that?
that should not exist.
No.
That's basically a milkshake. Milkshake. We'll go with milkshake.
Milkshake.
Oreo milkshake.
Sure. That works with me. You
Not
said
Kool-Aid.
there's another 9111.
9111.
No, I know. I'm
Like,
just saying it's weird.
It is. It
There's a
sounded
couple of
weird.
phrases like that really mess me up. Okay, so there's like one that kills me is I edited it. It's like I edited it. It's like awful to say. Try it.
Edited?
I edited it.
Oh, I don't like that.
Say
That
it.
sounds weird. No.
Edited it.
Edited it. No. That's,
Also,
that's terrible.
we always used to ask in ballet. We used to say when we were asking where the arm position was. We used to try to say we would ask, and it was where are our arms, and it was the worst sentence. Where are our arms? It just kind of goes into worms.
It just slurs together over
Yes.
time.
Anyways, back to the Florida man. Off of my tangent.
We have two left. Florida man steals $33,000 worth of rare coins, cashes them in Coinstar machine for $30.
Are you kidding me? Wait, what? Oh, I bet yeah.
One of those green machines that's in like the
But
back of
why?
stores.
That's so dumb.
$33,000 turned in
30 bucks. That's good investment.
We're like an investment gone wrong.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
is
awful.
All right, last one. Florida man leaves Florida.
Hey.
This one is about LeBron.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
When LeBron left the Miami
Is that
Heat to go
actually
to the
the,
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is that actually the headline?
Yep, that's the headline.
That's awesome.
Florida man leaves Florida, and it was for LeBron.
That's awesome.
So pretty vague there, but yeah, Florida. You need to get your act together. I don't know.
Florida's falling apart.
I don't know what's in the water down. Well, alligators, but
Yeah, right. Alligators and boa constrictors. And
I'm surprised none of these involved alligators. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a bunch of funny ones involving those, just because they're everywhere down there. All right, guys, this is Peace by Hillsong Young and Free. All right, guys, welcome back into the Get Up and Go show. So, Garrett, you don't know this, but you plan most of the show.
Do I?
Basically, you plan most of these segments.
Let's hear it. Why exactly?
Explain a movie plot badly.
Yes, well, I feel like a lot of the ideas that we had on the show specifically came up and were birthed over the weekend
It's
when you were
true.
doing that show.
It was inspired by my dog. It's because my dog was
yeah,
in here.
Tyke
and
is really the one who's coming
It's
up with
true.
all of this.
Exactly. He inspired us on, yes, definitely for the morning show. So I'm going to see how many of these you can get. So most of these you've seen, you've heard of all of them. Guarantee you've heard of all of them. So you
I'm
have a
banking on the
chance.
fact that I'm not really going to be able to recognize any of these pretty much.
No, you'll get some of them. Hey,
Oh, boy.
you're at 14% for your March Madness bracket. So
14%,
let's try to
hey.
get over 14%.
Over 14%.
Yes,
Well, how many
try
questions
to
are we
beat out your
asking?
bracket. I'd say between 20 and 30 here.
All right.
So
Okay. Well, I'm going to
should
be
get at
firing
least
back
50.
with a couple towards the end. I'm going to be
Oh,
firing back with a couple of my own.
okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm ready.
all right. First one. Girl pretends she's a man to be taken seriously.
Oh, I got it. Am I ready now?
Yep.
All right, Mulan.
There we
All
go.
right. I
You
got one
it.
for one.
That one is Milan. You've heard of all of these. It's not as hard as you think it's going to be. All right. Terrorist destroys local town to show how corrupt their capitalist society is.
I have no idea. Is it animated? Do I get this hint?
Sure. It's animated.
Sure, it's animated. Is
Yep.
it? Oh, shoot.
Well, that's actually a lie. It's half truth.
What does that mean? I don't know.
All right. It's the Grinch. Because there's an
Do you say a
animated
terrorist?
one. Yes.
Do you describe the Grinch as a terrorist? That's.
That's the description. It's fair. Like,
I don't know if
He
that
doesn't-
would be the word I would describe the Grinch with. Maybe anti-Santa.
maybe thief.
The anti-Santa.
Anti-Santa.
Sure.
Probably thief.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, he kind of destroyed their mantles and fireplaces. All right, so you're 1 for 2. The reason why I couldn't because there's a live action and there's 2 animated Grinches.
Yeah, that's
so it's a half truth.
That's
All right.
half truth.
2 grown men abduct a child and run away from the government.
What does that mean? That sounds so awful. It's not Home Alone because they don't end up.
It is not Home Alone.
It's not Home Alone. 2 grown men steal a child
Yes.
and run away from the government.
Yes.
Are they related to the said child?
No.
It's
It's like your second favorite movie.
You're kidding. It's not Wall-E.
No.
It's not Treasure Planet.
No.
Then I'm all out of my favorite movies, Amy.
Monsters Inc.
They're monsters. They're not men.
But I mean, they still have genders, so
I'm a little upset by that.
it's
I'm a
a
little
fair
upset by that. And
description,
2
though.
grown men
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this next one shouldn't upset you.
of monsters and men.
Kid sells out family for dessert. This one is very accurate and straightforward.
Kid sells out family for dessert.
Yes, we've talked about this on the morning show before too.
Sells a-
Specifically about
Oh,
how
oh,
he
oh.
sells out the family for dessert.
Wait, that's not it either. I was gonna say Willy Wonka, but that's not even right.
It's not Willy Wonka.
What else could that be? Who? I have no idea.
No idea at all.
No.
That one is The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Dang
The
it, we
Turkish
did
Delight,
talk about
we did.
who eats Turkish Delight. Have you tried Turkish Delight?
I've never tried Turkish Delight.
Neither have I, so it doesn't even exist.
Apparently, it's good enough to sell your
To
family
sell your
out
family for. I
though.
don't believe that. That looks really disgusting, honestly, in the movie.
All right. Next movie. Bullied kid with a birth defect proves people are only nice to you when they need something.
Bullied kid with birth defect.
Yes.
Animation.
Yes.
Bullied kid with a birth defect. This is way simpler than I'm making this. Than I'm trying to decipher this out to be. Is this? You said it's animation too?
It's animated. Yes.
Can I get like a subcategory?
Christmas.
Christmas too?
Yes. There's your hints.
I literally just have no idea. I'm at a loss for.
It's Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
You've never seen
I've never
Rudolph.
seen that. Wow. And it's a birth
What do you
defect?
watch during Christmas? Hallmark movies?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, but my question is, the red nose is a defect. That's not even a question, but it's a defect. Like,
I mean,
I'm
not
having
really.
some problems with some of these. I don't know how I feel about
these
it.
descriptions too seriously. They're
Well,
not supposed to be
asked
serious.
I asked the qualifiers for the would you rather, and I'm
we
reading a
got
little
rid
too
of the
deep.
would you rather just because of that. It's
Just
now this or that.
This or that.
Yes, it's now this or that, so you can't add extra conditions on
Conditions.
there. All right, next plot line. American invades foreign land, kills local leadership, and struggles to find exit strategy.
One more time.
American invades foreign land, kills local leadership, and struggles to find exit strategy.
Pocahontas.
No.
It wouldn't. Would that be far off from the
Yeah.
truth?
It's Wizard of Oz.
That's so dumb. That's so stupid.
That's the point. It's badly
Okay, but think
explained
about
plots.
Pocahontas. Do you think about? Okay, so what was the description of that?
Of the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
American invades foreign land, kills
Okay.
local leadership, and struggles to find exit strategy.
So, isn't that Pocahontas too?
No.
Do I get a mercy point, a bonus point,
No. No.
extra credit,
No.
any of the above?
No. None of the above. You still have a higher percentage than your bracket though, so you're still
I'm one for like
on
6
pace.
or something.
Yep. All right, this one you should get. Old man abducts a child and takes him to South America.
Old man abducts a child and takes him to South America.
Yes.
Why would I get this?
You like this movie a lot.
I do?
Yes.
Is it a Disney princess movie?
It's a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie.
Yes.
Is it animated?
Yes.
It's not El Dorado. It's
I don't think
I
El
like
Dorado's
this-
a Disney movie.
I don't think so either,
That's
but I'm
DreamWorks,
out
I
of
think.
options. What Disney movie takes place in South America?
Are you giving up?
No. Yes. I am giving up.
Are you giving up?
Up. Hey, there it is. There's the hint. Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
That was your
That's
hint. It
Disney?
up.
That is not Disney.
It's Disney Pixar.
It's Pixar.
Any Pixar counts as
Pixar
Disney.
was recently bought out by Disney.
Recently, okay.
Well, not
No,
recently. It was a couple years ago.
You're taking this too seriously. All right, next one.
Thanks for the
Millionaires
hint.
attend surprise pool party.
Millionaires attend surprise pool party. Surprise, is that like some like code for tsunami or something? Like flood? What?
It's Titanic.
Surprise pool party.
I mean,
That's
the
bad.
natural
That's
disaster
terrible.
thing. Yeah, that one's pretty terrible. All right, next one. Injured man under healthcare debt resorts to magic tricks for a living.
Injured man under what?
Healthcare debt resorts to magic tricks for a living. This movie you haven't seen, but you know what it is. Think Benedict Cumberbatch.
One more time.
Injured man under healthcare debt resorts to magic tricks for a living.
Think Benedict Cumberbatch. The only
Yes.
things I like know that he does is The Grinch and Sherlock.
It's neither of those two.
I know that. This is why I'm confused.
You're missing a really, really big third one.
Doctor Strange. Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, that
it's
makes so
Doctor
much
Strange.
sense. That makes so much
I
sense.
mean, it's a fair description. He basically does do
Does magic
magic
tricks.
tricks.
Ooh, that was.
I'll give you that one out of pity just because you're doing so bad. All right, next one. Extinction is a good thing.
Land Before Time.
No. It's not Land Before Time. That is a sad movie, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a tearjerker.
Yep. Extinction is a good thing. What?
You're on the right track, though.
Dinosaur.
Yes.
That's a movie.
No. I
I was like, that's
with
it.
the dinosaurs.
Let's. What other dinosaur movie is it? Like The Good Dinosaur?
No, it's not The Good Dinosaur. What
Extinction-
other dinosaur movies? You're missing the biggest dinosaur movie franchise in the history of dinosaur movie franchises. We talked about this last week.
Dragon Tales.
No, it's Jurassic Park.
Oh wow, I'm thinking animated movies for some reason.
Don't think only animated movies. Only about half
I
of these
have-
are animated.
Okay, just for the record, Dragon Tales, right here. Jurassic Park is way down here.
That's fair, but that's a TV show. Dragon Tales.
You
was one
said
of my
series,
favorites.
franchise,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay,
so.
all right. All right, next one. Hundreds of people die to send one email attachment. This one's a little bit harder.
Hundreds of people die to send an email.
To send an email attachment.
It's got to be some sort of Mission Impossible or something.
No. Star Wars Rogue One.
Oh my god.
I didn't think you would get
That
that
was
one,
dumb.
but
I haven't even.
essentially
seen
that's
Rogue
the
One.
plot.
Okay, I got one for you. We're taking a little intermission now from
Wow,
my failure. Okay. A beautiful princess gets catfished.
Oh, that's Aladdin. That's easy.
That was dumb. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'm coming up. A dad has to go pick up his daughter.
That's a little broad.
It is very broad. I'll give you some little bit of clarification. He's got a really cool voice. He also is Aslan in other films.
Oh, Liam Neeson?
Yes. A dad has to go pick up his daughter.
I've not seen a lot of Liam Neeson movies. Is it Taken?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that.
Oh, well, good job. All right. Well, that was my failure of my taking over segment. Go ahead. Let's keep going,
All
I
right.
guess.
Hamlet for cats.
Hamlet for cats.
Yes.
It's not the Aristocats. It's
It's not.
Hamlet for cats. How many cat movies are there? It's not.
Cats is a little bit misleading.
It's like a tiger.
Yeah.
It's a tiger.
No. Think
You just
more
said
along
yeah.
the
I
lines
just
of
asked the
tiger.
same question twice, and you gave me yeah and
Okay,
then no.
Hamlet, basically, there's this guy who goes home and figures out that someone else is king.
Yeah.
So
The
use that.
Lion King.
That is right.
That was a really good leading.
It is the Lion
My
King.
brother and I were just talking about the fact that Hamlet and Lion King are the same movie.
Basically is. All right, your next one is put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
That would be Monsters Inc. I do know
It's
that.
from Monsters Inc., but this is used to describe a different movie.
Oh, I thought I had that in the bag. Like, let's see.
You like this movie.
Put that thing back.
These movies.
Lord of the Rings.
It is Lord of the Rings.
That makes sense. I saw another one for Lord of the Rings. I think it was described as group spends 9 hours returning jewelry.
Which is fair. It feels like 20 hours. Those
No.
movies last forever.
No, for real. 9
much
hours.
walking.
Dang. They're like 3 hours each. And then you watch the extended versions
Which are
with
4
your friends.
hours
Yeah.
each.
That
Too much walking
Yeah.
for me. Too much. All right, next one. Young woman bullied and attacked by twin girls with unrealistic intentions to reunite their irresponsible bicontinental parents.
By twins?
Twins. Twin girls.
Twin girls. Twin girls. Do you say uncontinental?
Bicontinental.
I was like, what's uncontinental? Is this animated?
No. Nope.
Twin girls.
Think Lindsay Lohan.
I literally don't even know.
Parent Trap.
I wanted to say that, but I haven't even seen that. Don't judge
Have you
me.
not seen Parent Trap?
Okay, how have you not seen?
It's a good movie.
Never mind, that wasn't you. Wait, have you seen High School Musical?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah, it was you. Yeah, okay. How have you not seen High School Musical?
That's fair. That's
so I
fair.
don't even want to hear it.
I'll take that one. All right, your next one is single father tries to end world hunger with his collection of rocks.
Like Infinity War. Are you kidding?
You're right. It is Infinity War.
That's so dumb.
That's a
I was
funny
saying that
description.
because
It's
I thought it
kinda
was
true, though.
stupid.
It's true. I mean, essentially, him and his little stones.
His
It
little
was
stones.
an interesting movie. Really, really sad movie. All right, this movie you haven't seen. Obsessive fanboy stalks his celebrity crush even from beyond the grave.
From Beyond the Grave.
Yes.
So he's a ghost.
Basically.
Is this? This is gonna be so stupid if it's Ron Casper. I knew
No,
it. What?
it's Coco.
Oh, I haven't seen Coco. You know that. That's not fair.
It's a good movie.
Okay, what about? I got one for you. Mentally unstable billionaire wants to make home great again.
Batman.
I can neither confirm nor deny that is correct.
Once you say millionaire and Batman,
Yeah, true.
easy. All right, your next one. Failed assassination plot because the murderers were too lazy to use the post office.
One more time.
A failed assassination plot because the murderers were too lazy to use the post office.
What does that mean?
You're not going to get this one.
Oh, thanks for your faith in me.
It's super specific.
Super specific. Is it
Yeah.
a movie I know?
Yes.
Is it like a movie we've talked about?
Yes, it was on the Disney brackets.
It was on the Disney
and
brackets.
mine went, I think, to the Elite Eight.
I might just have to like dissect my Disney bracket right here to like find what exactly.
Actually, I think I had this movie in the final four.
You had this in the final. Did I have this in the final four?
No. No.
They didn't want to use the
There's no
post
way.
office though.
Nope.
Give me like 2 seconds to just do a quick little run in and out.
It's in the bottom left region.
Bottom left region,
Yes.
like the very bottom left region.
Yes.
It's not Winnie the Pooh. That would be intense.
Nope.
It's Emperor's New Groove is what I was
It is
choosing.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
It is Emperor's New Groove. The post office line, it was a really short line, so might be a little bit too specific. But essentially, they did lose because they.
Wait, I don't
didn't
even
use the post
remember.
office.
I don't even.
It's when her and Kronk are scheming, and their original
Scheming.
plan is to put him in a box and then
Yes,
mail it to her
dang
later.
it.
And instead of doing that, they decide to go the other route.
You
'cause they
overestimated
didn't
me that
wanna
I
pay
would
for a
know something like that.
postage stamp.
Okay, depressed, widowed father teams up with a mentally challenged woman to find his disabled son.
Oh, that's Nemo.
Yes.
You're giving me softballs over here.
Okay,
Those
well,
are
I'm trying to
very
get
easy.
feasible ones, not but that.
All right, your next one is dad tries to get his son to join the family business.
That could be anything. Elf. What?
No, it's Star Wars.
That's so stupid.
You get Elf from that.
Come to think of it, the dad didn't want him to be in the business. Now I'm thinking about it.
Exactly.
That's upsetting.
I should have found a way to put Elf on here. That's worthy of being on this list. All right, your next one is Hawaiian girl seeks a magical
Moana.
hook. Wow.
It's literally the only like Hawaiian movie that I would know.
I actually don't think she's Hawaiian.
It's
I
just
think
not
she's
Hawaiian.
Polynesian.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say, this isn't even
description
Hawaiian.
is pretty bad.
Oh boy.
But good job.
Thank you.
You got that one pretty fast. This one should be pretty easy. Guy takes steroids to beat up Nazis with a frisbee.
That's Captain America.
It is Captain America. Good job. I would have been really disappointed if you didn't get that. Old man pretends to be bedridden for years until he gets a chance at some free chocolate. You guessed this earlier.
Willy Wonka.
It is Willy Wonka. Good job.
Man devotes his fortune to cosplay and beating up the mentally ill.
Batman.
Yes. It's so dumb. I'm gonna find one that isn't Batman.
Yeah, you're not gonna get me with the Batman one. I've probably seen every Batman movie in existence. All right, this movie has not come out yet, but I thought this description was funny. Sore losers want a rematch.
Sore losers want a rematch. I have no idea.
It's Avengers Endgame. I thought that description was really funny.
That's funny.
I had to put that one
It's
on
not even
here.
out yet. Okay, friend zone for 3 decades. Girl finally likes him. She dies.
If it's a romance, I probably haven't seen it.
No, we were talking about this movie.
Really? Okay.
Friend zone for 3 decades. Girl finally likes him. She dies. You said you didn't like this movie.
I said this today.
No, it was on the weekend.
Over the weekend. Oh, wow. Friend zone for 3 decades. I honestly have no idea.
I'm trying to reenact
that one.
the think running. A lot of running.
A lot of running. Sound
Running
music.
character run.
Rocky.
Run. Woods run.
Chicken Run.
Run. Group of trees run.
Lord of the Rings. Guardians of the
Run,
Galaxy.
Forrest, run.
Oh, Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never even seen that all the way through.
But you said you
No,
hated
I've
it.
seen
How can
2
you hate
scenes,
it? You
and
were
I didn't
you were
like
just saying that you can't judge a candy without tasting it, but you can judge a movie without seeing it all the way through.
The scenes that I saw, she treated him so bad.
Yes,
in the scenes that I saw,
exactly.
so I stopped watching it.
But it's a full experience.
Okay, I'll give
just
it to
like
you. That
Lord
was
of the
a little
Rings
bit
is a full
hypocritical.
experience. No,
It's walking.
Stranger Things, that's a full experience. You know, you can't underestimate it. You gotta can't underestimate it. It's a sentence.
That is quite the word there. I stopped on episode 4. Maybe I'll keep
You need
going.
especially season 3 is coming out. You gotta keep up. With
I'm not good at Netflix binging. I can't do it.
Well, you're
My
good. You should
attention
learn.
span is
It's easy.
very slow.
It's really easy.
It's not. All right, guys. This is Through People Like Me by Mass Anthem. Alright guys, welcome back into the Get Up and Go show. So Garrett, I did some math on the percentage of the movies
you
got.
readed it?
Huh?
Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, I did math. 8 out of 22.
Which
got.
is?
That is 33.36%.
Yikes.
Which
Hey,
is,
that is better than my bracket. It really is.
Your bracket is at 14.3%.
You know?
For now.
I'm not even mad at the movies. There were some weird. There were some really hard ones on there.
It's pretty broad, and some of them are really extreme descriptions. So
Yeah. I'm happy with the ones I got. That's what I'll say. Even though you may have helped me a couple times, give me a couple hints. I'm feeling good.
it's true. I did give you a lot of hints. Speaking of brackets, so there's one perfect bracket remaining in the world.
Really?
One perfect bracket.
Oh, I did hear that.
This is the first time that someone's had a perfect bracket all the way to the Sweet 16. This has
Really?
never happened before.
No way.
So through 48 of the 63 games, yeah, it's the only perfect bracket ever left. It's titled Center Road is the name of the bracket. So
Center Road.
Maybe if we all title our Center Road next year, we'll
Yeah.
have the same kind of luck.
You know me when I do my bracket.
Exactly.
Next year.
Your football is the name of your bracket. Someone asked me, they were like, who's football? Like, who named their bracket football? And I was trying to explain. I was like, oh, they thought it was a football bracket. So we just went ahead and titled it football. So the odds of predicting 48 in a row, which is what this guy did, 48 games in a row, are 1 in 281 trillion.
No way.
Yes. Those are
Okay,
the
but I
odds.
feel like some of them are a
That's
lot more obvious than
impressive.
others.
It's true. But like when you get into the 7 and 10 seeds,
Yeah.
the 8 and 9s, those ones are really, really hard.
Mm-hmm,
So it's really impressive
Yeah, I'm
what
impressed.
this guy was able to predict.
Hey, next year he's gonna have
This
a challenger.
is crazy.
He's got to watch out for me.
He's got to watch out for you, exactly. Let's see. He had Gonzaga winning it all. In his Final Four, he had Duke up against Gonzaga in the left side of the bracket,
Mm-hmm.
and then UVA against Kentucky in the right side. So he has a pretty good chance of actually getting this whole thing right. Like he.
Has that ever
genuinely
happened?
could.
That's never happened.
I don't think so.
Wait, 'cause, yeah, you just said
this
that.
is the first perfect bracket to make it to the Sweet 16. So if none's made it past that, then
Then no one
I'm
has.
kind of rooting for this guy. I
Yeah.
don't know who he is, but I'm rooting for him. I want to see someone get the perfect bracket.
That'd be pretty
It's
cool.
like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or like Deal or
Of
No Deal.
basketball.
Exactly. Like you root for them, or sometimes Jeopardy. Like you want him to.
You want him to succeed? Yeah.
Exactly. And that guy would be a legend for the rest of his life. Wouldn't have to.
Do anything.
Work
We
ever again.
wouldn't have to ever do a bracket again.
Exactly. You could probably, if you get a perfect bracket and be like, hey, I want like an ESPN job, they'd probably give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like just automatically.
Yeah, because you predict.
Yeah. So if you don't like filling brackets out there, fill one out because there is a chance. It's 1 in 281 trillion, but
Hey,
hey,
there you go. It's like the lottery.
good, exactly. Good things can come out of that. So we're gonna play this or that. Not Would You Rather anymore
Because-
because if
There are conditionals that I keep.
you overthink it. So now it's this or that.
All right, I'm gonna find some way to overthink
You will.
this or that,
You're gonna
but
find some way to overthink it. So the first one is sausage or bacon.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about the breakfast like sauce, like the little ones, like the little?
Any kind of sausage.
You first.
Sausage. This is easy. Bacon's horrible.
What?
I don't like bacon. We brought this up on the
I'll go
first
sausage.
show.
I'll go sausage 'cause
and
it's more
you guys
versatile.
Threatened to tie me up and throw me out of the room because you guys were
bet.
so upset.
Tie you up and throw you out of the room. No, okay, I will say sausage because sausage is way more versatile.
Yes,
of food.
pizza, ravioli,
Yeah,
pastas,
exactly.
breakfast. There's more variety with it.
Agreed.
Whereas bacon
Bacon is
the thing that people throw in to make things more flavorful that are really bland. And
Exactly.
it's
Yes,
not
that's facts.
necessary at
That's
all.
facts.
Like
All right.
if you have to wrap a meat or something in bacon, like it's
A
probably
meat
not that
in bacon?
flavorful. People wrap hot dogs in bacon. There's baseball stadiums have some really weird food trends, and there's these like 3,000 calorie food items, and it's like
That's
these
awful.
chili dogs wrapped in bacon and these 10-pound hamburgers. It's pretty
That sounds
crazy.
terrible.
Stadium food at baseball
That was like a
games.
heart attack on a plate.
Yeah, basically. All right, the next one is card game or board game.
Card game.
Really?
100%. Wait,
I'd have to
yeah,
go with
card
board game.
Really?
I do not like card games.
what? I
No.
love card games. It's
I
just so
used
much
to-
like mystery. You just don't know.
That's fair.
Do you like Uno?
I do like Uno.
That's a card
probably
game.
the only card game I like. But board games like the Monopoly, the Life, Sorry, Trouble. I like board games.
You know why they call them
Taboo,
board
Boulder
games? It's
Dash.
because you're bored while you're playing them. That's how stupid they are.
You're not playing them right if you get bored playing a board
Called
game.
board games.
I think they're called board games because you play them on a board.
I don't think that's right. I think it was the other way.
It's all about perspective. I do like Uno though. I used to go on a mission trip to Long Island, New York, and
Mm-hmm.
we would play Uno tournaments every single night with the church there. So fun.
The reverse card and a +4.
Yes. And they do the New York rules where if someone puts a +2 or a draw 4, draw 2.
You can stack it.
Yeah, you can stack
That's
it.
how we
and
play as
someone
well.
can get nailed like +26.
Yeah.
And then they're done for the rest of the game.
The best is like when they get like a +26 and it's like I don't remember if you hit like the reverse on that. Is that possible? Can you reverse a +4?
No.
Oh, that would be cool.
Maybe somewhere in the world. Uno's one of those things where everyone has different rules.
Everyone has
and
their own
you kind
rule
of have
set.
to sit down and be like, hey, this is how we play.
Yeah.
This is how it's done.
And then you can enjoy it. Yeah.
Exactly. Uno's probably really the only card game I like. I used to play Go Fish a lot with my dad in Crazy Eights. He would play that with me before bed. So I kind of like those
Crazy
games.
Eights takes forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Not really.
Am I thinking of the right game? You have to like get the
No.
sets.
No. That's Rummy, I think.
I've never heard of that. But
You've never heard of Rummy?
No.
Maybe you probably have. You probably just call it something else.
I think it's Phase 10. is what I'm-
Basically.
Phase 10
Rummy
is what
is
it's called.
basically phase 10, just with
So.
more rounds and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Essentially, that's what it is. Laundry or dishes?
Neither.
I think laundry is the easy answer.
Yeah,
here.
actually, yeah. And I
Laundry's
don't
not even that bad.
No,
you
you
just
just-
throw it in, put in some detergent.
Yeah, actually, come to think
And
of
then
that,
walk
yeah, you're
away.
right. Dishes, dishes are bad. It's like you have to sort and wash and dry and like. Are we talking about washing the dishes or like
Yes.
taking them out of the dishwasher?
No, like all the above. Everything involving doing dishes.
No, I can't do dishes.
I feel like a fish after dishes because your hands are so pruny and
yeah.
yeah, no.
I
Laundry's-
I don't like the. I'm like thinking about it. It's just nasty.
Cups right side up in the cupboard or right side down?
right side
Yeah, like as in the
up top.
the
top.
open of the cup is up or it's down.
In the cupboard up. I know it makes no sense, but it would
Yeah.
probably make more sense down.
Neither of these bother me, these options.
No,
Like,
they don't bother me.
Sometimes
We just
I do it one way and sometimes I do it another.
yeah.
This question didn't really make sense to me, but I guess people have a preference.
I guess so.
Couch or recliner
To sleep on.
to watch TV on?
Couch both times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recliners are annoying.
Fun fact: when I first came here to Virginia, I slept on a couch for 2 months. That was my. Well, it was.
Was that for Newsies?
yeah, it was the comfiest. They gave me an option for a bed, but the
Sometimes
couch.
couches are better than beds.
Well, because here's the thing. So they offered me a room, but like the first couple nights, I had slept on the couch, but like, so I just was like slept on the couch, and I didn't want to go in the bed because it was so comfy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my parents came to pick me up and take me home, I slept on the couch, because I was just so used to sleeping on a couch,
Right.
like beds felt so weird. And I currently sleep on the couch. Like, that sounds like such a terrible stereotype of a college student. Like, I have a room upstairs, like, and everything, but like sometimes I'll just sleep on the couch downstairs. It's just like,
You trust people that much?
to what?
Like, wait, are you talking about at your home or in the dorms?
At home.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dorm, like you slept in a couch in the common area.
No.
I would not trust college
Me
students
neither,
that
me
much.
neither.
You'll wake up with the Sharpie mustache on your face.
True.
Pandas or whales?
But the whales are just pandas of the sea.
That's quote of the day. Whales are pandas of the sea. I've never heard that one before.
Never heard it?
No.
I would say pandas. Pandas win.
I'd say pandas too. I always liked the Kung Fu Panda movies when I was younger. So pandas are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They just kind of chill and eat bamboo. I have a friend who's deathly afraid of whales.
Whales.
Like, she's terrified.
Well, not
it's
sharks.
like a phobia. I think she invented... No, not sharks. Whales.
Just whales specifically.
No one knows why. I think she just invented a whale phobia. I'm not sure that was the thing.
I could look that up. Is like, what is the phobia of whales?
I think there's a phobia for everything.
Are you afraid of spiders? Like
I mean, I won't... Like, if I see one, I won't scream, but I don't like being around it. I don't think anyone would. I wouldn't call it a fear.
I think it's the fear of whales is called cetaphobia. It's CETA.
She's
phobia.
probably the only person that has that.
Yeah. It says right. What's her name?
Madison.
Yeah, it says right here, Madison. Origin of. No kidding. Nah. I just don't know why whales specifically. Like, there's so many other scarier things in the sea.
Exactly, like sharks
Mm-hmm.
and other animals we probably don't know exist.
Yeah.
Ocean's pretty big. There's
Oceans
gotta be a
scare me, though,
couple.
'cause it's just
I
like-
don't like going into ocean if I can't see through the water. Because in Florida, like, clear water is literally where I'm from. The water's clear and you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
through it. But the beaches in Virginia...
Oh, I forgot. You're literally from Clearwater.
Yes, like legitimately, that name is very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot see through the water in the Virginia beaches here, so I do not go. And nope.
Well, I mean, it's different if you're like way out there versus if you're like standing in like the
Yeah,
So.
just by the shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big beach fan either. The sand, I don't like sand. That's an Anakin quote, but
Is it? You don't like?
I don't like sand. But like I'm saying that like
No,
I
I've never heard
don't like
Anakin
it.
say that. What's that?
That's in episode 2. It's probably the most made fun of movie line ever.
Why? What is
I
it? The
don't like-
context?
You just have to know the context. I'll pull up the scene during the break.
Okay, cool.
Hamburgers or tacos?
Oh, hamburgers. Tacos.
I
don't
think that's
tacos
easy.
don't stand a chance for me.
Tacos, I don't really like just the ground beef and lettuce.
I'm not a big Mexican food fan.
I'm not either. I like Southwest, but I don't like Mexican.
Southwest as in like give me
like
a food example.
Chipotle. To me,
Fair.
that's different than Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexican is more like the enchiladas and the fajitas,
What's
and the
what's,
empanadas.
what's the thing you guys have here? It's la something.
La Carreta.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
the
to La Carreta.
huge. Did you like it?
I liked it.
Okay.
I think I got like steak and something.
Talavera?
Something. No idea.
It was probably Talavera.
know.
Everyone gets the Talavera.
Probably. So
Yeah, I'd have to go with hamburgers. I feel like, well, I don't know. There could be variety with tacos, but
there is a
hamburgers are pretty
variety
good.
with tacos for sure, but like
Yeah.
hamburgers, you need.
There's a variety of both, but hamburgers are really, really, really good.
It's just well, think of it this way: tacos are just a Mexican hamburger. Because the ground
Tacos
beef,
are a Mexican hamburger.
you got the tomatoes, got the cheese.
It's fair. I can't argue against that. Cake
know?
or pie?
Ooh, what kind of, like as a whole?
We're putting the conditions on what I get as a whole, just like cake or pie.
You can get some good pies, but cake you could probably enjoy more frequently. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fair.
what about you?
I'd easily go with cake. My brother's...
Do you like pie at all?
No. Me and my... Well, I don't like the crust. I like the filling, but
Yeah.
the crust, I don't like the flakiness of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's just tasteless to me. So I'll eat the filling and then throw out the crust.
Have you had pecan pie?
I probably have, but
Have you had apple pie?
yes.
Blueberry pie?
Yes.
Pumpkin pie?
Yes.
Okay. All of the pies. No.
Most.
You have seen Chicken Run, right? You said Chicken Run, right?
No, I've never seen Chicken Run.
Didn't you say it on the
I guessed it.
Right, because they make chicken pies. That's really weird. Anyways,
like chicken pot pies?
no, they just made straight up chicken pies.
Oh,
anyways,
interesting.
moving on. Probably, I'm gonna go with cake.
Yeah. Cake's really good. It's the best dessert. Me and my brother have this debate a lot because he's obsessed with pie. He loves pie. He buys just like the full pies for himself, and he'll just sit there and eat it.
I got a this or that for you. Eggnog or apple cider?
Apple cider.
Apple cider. Do you not like eggnog at all?
I like eggnog.
Okay,
but I
'cause
really like apple cider. I like going to the orchards around here and
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
and getting it fresh.
See,
It's really good.
this apparently a lot of people hate eggnog. Like a lot of people have like a
Eggnog gets a lot of hate.
Like,
feel
I don't know
people
why.
haven't tried it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not bad.
What is it exactly?
It's just a ton of egg whites, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't think
milk and egg whites.
Yikes, that's intense.
There's got to be egg in there.
There's got to be.
It's
I mean,
called
it's got eggnog, right? I'll have to look that up later.
That's a good question. We'll have to.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an eggnog recipe out there. All right, last one. A zoo or an aquarium?
Ooh, I haven't been to like either in like since I was super little, so I can't even speak to that.
My other brother, well, one is obsessed with pie, the other is obsessed with zoos. So we like going to zoos, so I would have to say zoos. He's obsessed with pandas, so we always go and look at the pandas at Washington, D.C. Zoo.
Yeah, but I feel like aquariums are also super cool because you just get to like see them like floating around you.
It's true.
That
And
sounds-
aquariums have pretty colors like the blue
That's
and
what
the
I
green and
mean,
the
exactly.
purples. Like,
It's gonna be so cool. I gotta just go to some zoos and aquarium. Well, they have to have a zoo and an aquarium in one facility. That's why.
I think most do. They at least have a small
Yeah,
little tank
that's fair.
for fish. But yeah, I'd have to go zoo. I don't know. I like aquariums too, though. They're both
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's fair.
We went on a field trip in 7th grade, actually, where you got to sleep under a shark tank.
Ooh, that's
I
really
was
cool.
terrified. It was kind of scary, though, because I felt like the glass was going to
You just
cave
cut-
and I'd
oh,
just
that would-
drown and get swept away. So it's kind of a leap of faith.
What?
But it
That's
was pretty
that's
cool.
a terrifying thing to have to fall asleep thinking, this
It
thing's
was
just
a
gonna
little bit
fall and sweep me
scary,
away,
but-
so I'll drown. Like, yikes.
Yeah. It was a leap of faith, but it was fun. It was cool.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
guys,
an experience.
This is Back from the Dead by Skillet. All right, guys, welcome back into the Get Up and Go show for the final segment of the day. So we're going to read some tweets.
Reading some tweets.
Yes, there are some interesting tweets this week. A couple funny ones, a couple weird ones. All right, so first one. My brain is like my internet browser. I have 19 tabs open, 3 of them are glitching, and where is that music coming from?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is pretty accurate. This
Pretty good.
happens to me a lot because I am really bad at clearing out my tabs. So there's always one like an ad will pop up or a commercial or some like video interview, and
Yeah,
it'll
right.
just start playing, and you're like, which one of these tabs is it?
Do you ever have it just randomly crash all of a sudden?
My computer?
And just like the internet
Yeah.
tabs? That happens to me a lot.
Yep.
Like in my brain though. So
You think you know what you're saying, and then
they're just like, and then I just
Nope.
like what?
that was with 225. Did you have to do the thing where you have to promote yourself and do a little
See,
stand up?
I knew that he was gonna say that we have to redo them all again. I think today. I
Yeah,
think
today.
So I just didn't do mine because we didn't look them over.
Yeah,
So
I'm good at talking about myself for about 20 seconds.
I
And
can't
then
talk about myself.
After that, because we had to fill up 60 seconds of like promoting ourselves and our skills and our job skills.
I have no idea.
And what we're good at. And I can do that for like 20 seconds max. And then after that, I'm just like,
I have no
I
idea.
like dogs, and
Yeah, right.
my favorite color is orange.
I just can't keep the
and-
sentence going that long to like consecutively
Yeah.
by myself for like a minute straight. I need like interaction. So
Yeah.
it's like I just can't keep talking. Like right now,
Yeah.
I've already ran out of things to say.
It's
been
really
like 10
hard
seconds.
without someone to bounce off of. It's really hard to just
Yeah.
sell yourself in 1 minute and just talk for a whole minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's really hard.
So, what was the tweet? Yes, the browser.
Internet
Yeah, the browser.
Yes, and the buffering
Yeah.
that goes on in my head too.
Definitely buffer.
Me at a restaurant. Waiter, here's your cup. Oh, thank you. Waiter puts down cup. Thank you. Waiter fills up cup. Thank you. Waiter, I'll be back with your food. Thank you.
Yeah,
This
that's
is pretty
thank you.
accurate. I
you.
oversay thank you to waiters and waitresses all the time.
Yes, and you know what? I just had a browser moment. Buffering. What I say a lot, and I say thank you too much, and I say I'm sorry way too much, in the sense that like there won't be any offense that I have done, and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like it's weird.
It was just like a natural like reflex just to say I'm sorry to
the worst
every
is when
single
people
thing.
say don't say I'm sorry. Like, what do you like? You feel the need to apologize for saying sorry.
Right.
How do you say that?
It's almost counterproductive
Yeah.
to say don't say sorry.
Just say thank you. Like makes no sense.
Exactly. People who have their phone on military time, what do you have to prove?
Exactly. That's really big facts.
This is pretty funny. I don't know anyone that has their phone on military
I
time.
do.
I don't really know what does it benefit? Like, is there some psychological study? I feel like there is for everything.
I think it's supposed to be that. So they say to save some time by not having to clarify PM or AM or something. Say like, they can just say at 1300 or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll be that always. I don't have to worry about like the other 1300. It's weird. I hate it. I think it's so dumb. Because I am always like, what's the time? And they just show me. Like
Right.
they just do it to prove, just in spite of you.
Because
like they
then
have the
you
military.
to take it and subtract it by 12, like 22 minus 12, and
Oh, is
that's
that
too much
Oh,
math.
that's so smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
It's more complex.
But what they do is they go and like I'll be like, what time is it? And they full well know that it's military time and that I don't do that, and they just show me, and I'm like, what does that mean?
They're preparing for something we don't know about.
Yeah, the apocalypse.
Definitely. We're gonna eventually probably switch over to the like kilometers and
No, we're not.
European
Never.
scale. I have a feeling because we use it in science, so in grams and stuff like that, and that'll be hard.
That
Gas
would be
will
terrible.
in
I mean, it
liters
technically
instead of
makes so
gallons.
many more sense. So much more sense.
It does, because the units are like by tens and hundreds.
Yeah, versus like
Like a mile
Is
is
like-
what, like 5,280 or
Yeah.
something like that.
you think I
That's
thought of it like 5
really
tomatoes.
Specific. 5 tomatoes.
5280. 5 tomato.
Oh, that's actually kind of clever.
Yeah.
Did you think of that?
No.
I didn't think so. All right, next tweet. Only the most powerful humans can successfully wear the color yellow.
Yes, true.
This
Also,
is true.
only the most powerful human beings can plug in the USB the right way the first time.
That is true. I've never plugged in the USB the right way. You plug it in and it doesn't work, and then you switch it
it
and
and
it
it
doesn't
auto-
work, and then you switch it again and it does work.
Yeah, it's like
Every single time it's the same process.
it makes no sense.
It really doesn't make any sense.
Sorcery.
Yeah, I have one yellow. No, I actually have two yellow shirts, and I almost never wear them. Yeah, yellow.
I don't think I
There's
had
like
one. I
3
did have
people in the
one.
world
I
who
had
look good in
yellow shorts.
Yellow shorts.
Yeah, they were like a
Interesting.
pastel, so I would wear them
Okay.
with like a white shirt, because that's the only
That
thing you can
works.
really. I don't know.
Color coordinate.
Because you have to wear. Never mind. I'm not going to get into the science.
This next one's pretty funny. Stop asking Jesus to take the wheel. Cars didn't exist 2,000 years ago. He has
doesn't know how to-
absolutely no idea what he's doing.
He doesn't know how to drive.
This is pretty funny.
That's funny.
I mean, I think if he can die for our sins, he can drive a car, but this is still pretty hilarious.
That's funny.
It would be funny to place like people in biblical times just in the world today and like hand them an iPhone and
Just,
just
like-
see how they react.
That'd actually be really funny. They'll probably think it was some sort of witchcraft or something.
They probably would put him inside of a car.
Yeah, especially when you like do like the camera and you like flip the camera or something.
Yes. Do a face swap and see how they react.
Oh, that would be good.
So there was a trend on Twitter of Scantron tests, like the ones. Did you do Scantrons when you went to private school?
Is it like the paster thing? Wait, what are we
The
talking about?
fitness gram pacer test? No, not that. That is torture and lots of running and terrible. Scantrons, they're for filling out. It's when teachers wanted to only print out one set of tests or a quiz for a class and not have to print out multiple sets. So you would have your questions and answers on a test sheet, and then you would fill in bubbles, kind of like for the SAT.
Yeah.
So this caption is Canadians taking a Scantron test, and then it's a picture of a Scantron with just all A's filled in.
That's actually kind of funny.
This was pretty cute.
That's funny.
It's very true. The
Hey.
Canadians do say a lot.
Hey.
In hockey interviews, they say that almost every other word. It's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
All right. Next tweet. Whenever my mother asks me how much I paid for something, I reduce the price by 50% of the actual price.
Yes. I mean, if my mom is listening.
Oh no. Exposed.
Yep. That's I gotta shut up. I've said too much.
It's too late. All right, and last one. Owen Wilson has made around, this is a big number, $217 million from his movies. He averages around 3,500 words per minute in 47 movies. That's about $1,300 per word. Wow was 102 of those words. Owen Wilson has made roughly $135,000 from saying wow goodnight. Twitter. Yeah.
Wow. Where's my money?
That's insane. $135,000.
Just by saying, that's so funny.
From saying one word.
Wow.
I will say, I don't really like Southern accents, but Owen Wilson's voice is pretty good. He was good as Lightning McQueen.
Mm-hmm.
And the little...
What else is he in?
Night in the Museum. He's the little Western guy.
Oh,
that argues with the Octavius, the Roman emperor, or whatever his name is.
Octavius, yeah.
Marley and Me. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's very sad.
I've heard. It's because the dog dies, isn't it?
Yes. It's definitely a tearjerker. Wouldn't recommend.
Everyone's like, Marley and Me is so sad. And I'm like, well, now we know the dog died. I'm like, what else could be tragic about a dog movie besides the dog dying?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's really sad. I can't name any other Owen Wilson movies.
Me neither, because I
those
didn't
three.
really know who he was till we just clarified that.
He's the guy who says wow a lot.
Apparently.
It's a meme. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday when we're going to fill out our mystery bracket. You guys are all in suspense for that, you and
very
Rachel.
much suspense.